What is up, YouTube? Happy Wednesday. Thank you guys so much for coming back for another video here in Central North Carolina, where we have shifted into a totally different weather pattern. As you guys may have saw from what was supposed to be a short video, it kind of was like a short video. We got plenty of rain, as Mr. Kevin put in the comments, somewhere around 0.75 inches yesterday, in addition to what we got a trickle amount the 2 days before and a little bit the day prior to that on Sunday. We've almost got an inch of rain, and praise God, hallelujah, because man, I'll tell you what, I don't notice it so much out here. I mean, obviously we do with the dry spots that are popping up and things of that nature, but you really notice it when you go out to the golf course and you're hitting a driver and it's running into the next hole because it's so hard. We had our church golf tournament out at our local course, and we ended on a number 7. It's a very short downhill, slope downhill par 4. And if you hit a really good, like my dad will lightly use his driver, and most of the time he can run it to the green, and the green most of the time has been super fast and runs to the back. On the church golf tournament, our last hole, we were on number 7. I used a 3 hybrid. I hit it, perfect baby draw. It bounced, went over. It bounced like 10, 12 feet in the air. It was so hard. Went over the sand trap, rolled on the green hole high with a hybrid compared to a driver. I mean, the hard ground makes a huge difference on the golf course. That's where I really notice it. Anyways, here in my lawn, we're going to take a look at it, and I'm going to turn the camera around for you guys to show you. The color is still looking okay. I'm debating adding maybe one more, quote, spring fertilizer before we go back into another 90-degree temperature change. Right now it looks pretty good, but it looks like most of our AMS and our Stay Green has kind of run its course through the grass. The Velocity herbicide, if anything, guys, it's really slowed the growth in this backyard. We only did one. I'm not going to, being that we were under really heat stress in this grass, we're not doing any more of that this year. That's why the Velocity PM product is just really difficult to use in North Carolina, because if you're not getting rain, and that's harmful, that can be hurtful. Number 2, our temperatures are fluctuating so much, you can't apply it over 90. We've been near 90 degrees recently, but with no rain and added stress on the turf, you don't want to add herbicide to add more stress. So it's very difficult, and it's just something I'm going to use as needed when we're in the beginning of spring. With the rain, our dry spot over here we was talking about on the Hydrate Liquid Cure video, it has recovered. There is a little bit of growth in the back lawn now. Since that rain, I can see little bits of speck of wetness on the turf, in addition to the water that we got and a little bit of growth. We're seeing still the remnants of the fungus, and so you can see the 2 spots I think we showed you last time. It kind of looks like this. It's not a major outbreak everywhere, but after doing that last mow, there's more spots than what I originally saw. You can hopefully see a little bit of that right there, of the rust looking like fungus, which I think the propiconazole we applied has stopped this stuff from growing any further. The problem is with the Velocity PM stunting the growth of the back lawn. There's not a lot of growth. We're not mowing. We haven't mowed in a week. And so because of that, we're not cutting. So therefore the fungus remains visible in the lawn, as you should be able to see here in front of me. This is Poa-Triv that has been affected by our first application of Velocity. So updating you again with Velocity, this is Poa-Triv. This is kind of what it looks like. This is now. If you know the label of Velocity PM, I should be applying a second round to really take this out, but I'm not, again, because of the conditions we've been in. Now, we're going to be, for the next 7 days, today is going to be the hottest, around 80 degrees. We're going to be in the 70s, and then we're going to get into the low 70s. So it's perfect to apply Velocity PM, but I'm just not going to play with it. But you can see the matted down Poa-Triv right here. I hit it with the original application, and I came back and hit it one more time because this has always had Poa here. It may die off, it may not, it'll likely come back, but just wanted to show you there are some effects from Poa-Triv right here that kind of makes the lawn look ugly, but we know that it's trying to kill an invader in our lawn. And you can see just a little bit, I don't know if you can see it from the low levels with the shadow right here, but you can see maybe a little bit of growth where we could mow. We might be up to about 4 inches, but I can see wetness all over the grass right here. So hopefully within the next week or so we'll be fully removed, which I'm not complaining about not mowing, but really I can tell I've not mowed as much as I typically do out here. So I'm considering maybe a small application of the 4400, like a half a pound, putting that in granular, not spraying it. I was looking it up on a FERT calculator. It's roughly 10 pounds spread equally in the entire lawn will give roughly 0.5 pounds per 1,000 square feet. So we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. Stay tuned. It's going to be nice weather to green it up a little bit. I've also considered Milorganite. I have 1 bag in here. I would have to get more. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned. We'll see about the fertilizer. Real fast, updating you on the grass seed. I told you guys I would do that, and I want to stay true to that. So you've seen the shorts. You remember the video, the 5 steps to planting grass, and just the above shot here, you can see we have grass. You can see where I last mowed, I did come down and cut some of that. It's still thin, it's still baby-like. We are in the shade. This is the GCI turf type tall fescue seed in a shaded area. So it's not getting all the sun that it may need. I don't know that it's gonna survive. We did this as a test. We did this just to fill in the gap, but this is all new grass that you're seeing right there. That's all new grass. Over here, you can see the area right here and above, right in this general area. This is all new grass. It looks thicker on this side over here. It just got some natural rain on top of it. I'm hoping it will survive and thicken up. Obviously with, an inch of rain, that's good for it, I hope. Back here, same thing, not as thick. It's still a little bare in some areas right here, but we do have germination. Doesn't look like all the seed germinated, but it looks okay. And then where we just aerated, but we didn't put lawn soil, I don't see anything. Maybe a few blades here and there, but it just goes to show exactly what I was saying. I was watching another YouTuber. He's like, you don't have to do all the extra stuff, man. Just till up dirt, throw down your seed, you're fine. And that's exactly what I did here, and I didn't get anything but a few blades popping up like right here. However, I've learned for me, and maybe it's the condition of where I'm at, I don't know, I'm not knocking any other YouTubers, but adding just a little bit of lawn soil, which has a little bit of starter fert, grinding it up, putting seed, blending it together, it seems to work better for me this way. I've had success. You guys can see over here. It may not make it. This is a test. Typically, you would want to use a branded, something like the Jonathan Green Sun and Shade Mix, or a shade mix that's going to do better in low light conditions, low sunlight conditions. But we want to test. Well, the reason why we did the GCI, number one, I can be lazy, and that's the seed I had in my shed. That's the real reason. Number two, because I want to see if this GCI turf type tall fescue new blend, how does it do in a low amount of sun, high amount of shade area? Will it survive? Is it going to make it? So far, it's hanging on. It's got good rain. We're in cooler temperatures. It feels like a very cool 62, 63 degrees this morning. So we'll keep you posted, but we have germination. We'll see as we cut. Does it thicken up? Does it grow? And will it make it all the way until the fall? Besides that, we'll kind of mosey around to the front yard just to show you guys, but it's nice seeing water on the ground. This area that we did last fall with the lawn soil continues to look lush, thick. I love this area. This did not look like that. If you go back to previous videos, I can't point you exactly which one, but this was like, we had mower tracks. It was just nasty. And man, this is one of the best areas now because we tilled it all up with our garden weasel. We lawn soiled all of this area. We put good seed, thick seed, and it looks great. So that continues to look well and better. And of course, when you get an inch of rain over the last couple days, it's just gonna naturally make the lawn grow and look better. But with all the dryness and the heat, it was looking a little rough around here. You can see the front yard is thick. You can tell, man, it's really thick right here. As I get you guys down eye level, this grass right here in front of us is really growing and taking off. So the velocity really seems to have left the front lawn, and it's really picking up up speed and growing. But color-wise, it's not super dark. I could definitely tell that our application of FERT has run through its course. Here's our bank. Obviously, with all the rain, looking better. This is not fungus. This is not, you know, we did do the hydrate. So with all that rain, hopefully it will help us if we go into another dry period here on the bank. But I'm looking at previous videos, man, we had this going up until about June. The whole bank, you know, was thicker with good fescue. But again, we did a lot of tests of sowing our seed too early, and we just kind of messed up seeding this past year. So I'll just put it that way. We tried to test it, do it early so we could do the project lawn and all that. So, but anyways, it's looking okay. This is nasty, not too concerned, not stressed out about the edge right here. We've talked about it. It is what it is. It's going to always stress first, but looking through the majority of the lawn, it looks pretty good. But the strip is looking great. I mean, it's just, we're looking good. And of course, because we put down our, you know, what, $35 to $40 to $45 bottle of hydrate, you know, of course, boom, Jesus hits us with an inch of rain. The roses are looking awesome. Look at that, getting close to Mother's Day. The roses continue to look just absolutely beautiful. Here is the flower pot. Lastly, I'll show you. Here's the flower pot. When I was spraying the hydrate, this back half, I just took my my sprayer and just sprayed the back half of these flowers. I just went shh, back this way, but the wind was blowing and some came this way. So we'll see. Does it help this when we stop getting water? Does this look more untreated versus treated? We'll see. I don't know. So from Central NC, we'll stop it here. That's the updates on Velocity PM, on fungus, on the natural rain, the cooling of the temperatures, on hydrate, on all these things. A lot of stuff going on here in our lawn. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're getting rain as well. We're looking good. Looks like we'll be doing a mow for, if I don't do it today, we'll be doing it later for Friday's video, as well as adding a little bit more FERT. And we may play around with the growth regulator I've had in my shed for like a year. Maybe we put that down to slow growth for the month of May. But month of May is busy for me. Going down to Quail Hollow for the PGA Championship. Scotty Scheffler just won. I'm excited about that. He's playing well. Bryson won on the Live Tour. I'm excited to go down there with my buddy. We'll be down there on Friday watching the events of Friday at Quail Hollow in Charlotte. So that's exciting, followed by going with Mr. Pete Denny of GCI Turf the following week. Not this coming Friday, this will be next Friday. We'll go to Charlotte. Then that Sunday we'll be heading down to Myrtle Beach at Sunday evening to play Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in the Veterans Golf Classic at Myrtle Beach. Pete Denny's going to play in it with a friend, so excited about that. I'll bring my camera, capture some footage there. So anyways, God bless you guys. Thank you for tuning in this Wednesday. Hope you have a great week. We'll see you Friday with another lawn care video. We might be mowing, we might be FERTing, who knows, but we'll see you then.